Welcome to Drive 615. Let's go for a drive. This is the 2020 Genesis G90 Premium. It's the full-size luxury flagship from Genesis, and I've had it as a press car from them for the past week. Really gotten to put a lot of seat time in it, put some miles on it. I took a day trip up to Bowling Green from Nashville, and took a weekend trip up to Gatlinburg with my girlfriend, so I've really gotten to know this vehicle inside and out and experience all that it has to offer. We're first going to take a look at the exterior of the vehicle, then we'll hop inside, take a look at some of my favorite interior features, then we'll go out and take it for a drive. But let's first just take a look at it from the profile here. I mean, this is an absolutely gorgeous vehicle, extremely luxurious. I really love these 19-inch alloy wheels. This looks so elegant and classy. It looks like something off of BMW B7 or a Maybach. It just really sets off this vehicle, and the stance of it is just absolutely incredible. As you look down through here in the rear, it's got a little bit of what looks like camber in the back wheel, so it's just really stanced and sits well. The color of this is Adriatic blue. It's rainy, so we're inside right now, and you can see how just beautiful and deep this blue looks in the vehicle, and out in the sunlight it really pops as well. You'll notice here these side markers illuminate. I really like how that flows through here all the way to the LED front headlights and daytime running lights. This really ties in nicely and gives you a little bit of pop. I haven't really seen something like that on a vehicle where it's so long. You know, you might have the little tiny side indicators or something up here, but having such that long flow with the lights really sets this vehicle off. We'll take a look here up at the front real quickly at the massive Genesis Crest grille, almost designed to look like a diamond, and it really looks great out in the sunlight when the sun's popping off it from different angles. A lot of G-matrix design in this vehicle. I really do love that. Long vehicle, plenty of interior legroom, which we'll touch on later, and we'll work our way here to the rear. I love this massive sweeping line through here. That light looks absolutely beautiful at night as well as in the daytime. And then finally, we'll touch on one more thing here. You'll notice these rear exhaust tips through here are in the Crest logo as well. So a lot of the angles flow in this car nicely from the front grille all the way to the rear. So that's the exterior. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the interior features. We won't go over everything, but I'll touch on my favorite things and what I think is most beneficial, and then we'll go out and take it for a drive. All right, so now that we're on the inside, let's go ahead and take a look. We'll start here in the door. You got your window and mirror controls through here, as well as your presets for the seat adjustments. Here is the first of our 17 speakers on the Lexicon sound system in this vehicle. It sounds absolutely incredible. We jammed out to Sirius XM the whole way up to Gatlinburg, so really, really good sound there. You can change the illumination here of the 7-inch interior display here between the tachometer and the speedometer, as well as a 12.3-inch touchscreen display here in the center, so you can just change the illumination through there. Blind spot, collision detection warning, lane assist, traction control. You do have to manually pop the gas cap here, so you can't actually just push in on it. You do have to unlock it through there, and your parking brake through here. Steering wheel, fairly simple through here. You got your volume controls, some different voice assist. You can change between your different radio settings and your active cruise control through there. And then we do have paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel, which I really do like that as well. You don't have to fumble around if you're driving with the paddle shifters to find it here on the stalk. It's mounted to the actual steering wheel. So let's go ahead and move our way into the center now. So now that we're in the center of the vehicle, we'll go ahead and start here with this analog clock. I really do like that when they put these in vehicles. It's not too often that they do that, but I think it looks really classy and gives it a nice, elegant touch. Kind of reminds me of the face of a watch. So we have the digital up here as well, but if you want to be old school and take a look at it there, let's have that option as well. Got our hazards right here. It flows in nicely. I really do like just how this whole dash configuration flows. We've got the natural genuine wood matte finish through there, and then we have this indigo blue interior with different touches throughout. I love this gear shifter here. Very ergonomic. I do like how it's at an angle. It's in like the perfect place. You could rest your arm here and easily shift. You do have to press P to go into park though, so that took a minute to get used to. I was trying to engage this initially, but just took a couple seconds to figure out, and there was no issue there. You have the drive modes that you can go between. So you've got sport, you've got eco, you've got custom, and you've got comfort. So when you go over here into custom, you'll click here on this main control pad through there, and you can change between your different powertrain settings, steering, as well as suspension, so you can adjust it to make it most comfortable for what works for you. I do love on the backs or outer ring of this, diamond knurling through here, even up through here on your buttons for your seat adjustments. So a lot of diamond knurling touches here on these. This really gives it a nice hardy and just luxurious feel. Heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and the rear sunshade. I really utilize these features a lot, especially this heated steering wheel. It's just extremely comfortable for a long drive when your hands are getting tired and you're getting tired. It can just kind of keep you nice and alert. This car will also notify you if you need to take a break. If you've been swerving over the lane too much or just not paying attention to driving, it'll say you need to take a break. So that's a handy feature as well. Take a look through here, right above the cup holders. You've got a wireless charging station for your phone. So my only complaint here is that it's at a pretty heavy angle declined. So when you're driving, you can't see it. Obviously you shouldn't be distracted, you know, looking at your phone while you're driving. But if this was angled up like this, it would be definitely a lot nicer, but it still worked very well. That orange light when it turns on right there lets you know that it's charging, and you do have a USB port in there. Center console, very, very spacious. Got plenty of stuff in here right now. You got two 12-volt outlets in there, and this little compartment here that you can move out. Really good finish to this. It's kind of like a suede type material, so I do like that. It's not like a plasticky feeling on the exterior. Here's something that's really cool that I don't think I've ever seen in any car. You can control the passenger side seat, so you can move it back or up and completely adjust this, which is actually really nice. So imagine if you had a passenger in the back seat, maybe you were driving for Uber or something, or you needed to move it up and you didn't want to have to reach all the way over to this side part through here. You can simply move it up or move it back just by the buttons here on the center through there. That's pretty much this. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the back and take a look at that. But before we do, let me show you just a couple things here. This is touchscreen, so you can swipe through this 12.3-inch display screen or utilize this control panel through here. But you can pretty much just set up the vehicle however you like. You got your phone, navigation, radio, media, and you can configure the screen so it's kind of works best for you, what data you want to see and what data you don't want to see. You've also got your climate and your voice memo as well. We'll take a look up through here real quick. You've got your Genesis connected services, navigation, SOS, and then your garage door settings. And then finally, look how huge this vanity mirror is. I mean, that might have to be the biggest vanity mirror I've ever seen in a vehicle. Normally it's just kind of skimpy and narrow, but this one definitely takes the cake for biggest vanity mirror that I've seen to date. You got a clip here for important papers or any information that you need. So let's go ahead and hop in the back seat and I'll show you a couple of the features back there as well. So now that we're in the back of the vehicle, let's go ahead and take a look at this legroom right here. I'm 6'5" tall for point of reference. This seat is in my driving position. This would be my riding position. And I've got plenty of legroom, headroom. We're doing fine, got about 1.5 inches. You lean back, really, really plush and luxurious headrest in the rear as well as in the front. Really do like that feature. Simple through here, and then we'll get to why this is simple through here because it's technical through here, but you just got vents open and close and then two 12-volt outlets. So before we pop this down and take a look in here, let's take a moment to appreciate this absolutely gorgeous quilted interior through here. Quilted and perforated is absolutely gorgeous. Same in the front seat. Really, really beautiful. I always love vehicles that have that nice plush and luxurious touch. Let's go ahead and flip this down though, and we'll take a look at what we're working with under here. A lot going on back here. It's pretty much mimicking back here what you have up front with the exception of a few items. But we've got our climate controls, you've got our radio settings, so I can adjust the radio back here for what's happening up there. I can also turn it on and change between different channels and whatnot. We'll pop this open. Not as deep as the front center console, but you still can fit a good amount of stuff. You have a USB plug and a 12-volt adapter through there, and then a little compartment here where you could put some coins or something tiny through there. And you'll pop this down. This will give you full access to the rear trunk. So we'll hop out and take a look at the rear trunk before we go for a drive. You've got 3 ways to open up the rear trunk. 1 from the inside of the vehicle, 2 from the key fob, which by the way is a very light key fob actually. Fairly simple through there. You can pop it out if you need to manually open the door. And you've got your lock, unlock, trunk open, and then panic button. Here's the button that you'll use to open up the rear trunk. It's a button right there, right above the rear backup camera. massive amount of truck space. I mean, absolutely, you could fit, I mean, we had suitcases back here and yoga mats and just a whole bunch of stuff back here. So plenty of trunk space if that's what you're looking for in a luxury sedan. I like this Genesis bathroom through here. It's not just like a little plastic plate. I mean, it's just like solid, so it looks really nice, especially when it's illuminated. You got different cargo nets over here on the side that you can slide down or slide up depending on what you're hauling, left and right side as well. So really cool feature through there. Soft close of the rear boot. So now we've taken a look at the exterior of the vehicle. I pointed out the things that I like about it. Taking a look at the interior, so now all that's left to do is go out and take it for a drive. Now we are out on the road. I'm going to talk about how this vehicle handles and performs there. I've had a ton of seat time in this vehicle, so I've really gotten to experience everything that it has to offer. As far as the engine goes, we're working with a 3.3 liter twin turbo V6 with 365 horsepower in this particular spec. You can also get that in a V8 that offers 420 horsepower. We have rear wheel drive in this vehicle. You can also get it in all wheel drive. And both engine configurations are paired with the 8-speed automatic Shiftronic transmission. And we've got paddle shifters mounted to the rear of the steering wheel. Right now we are in comfort mode. When I took this vehicle on a long weekend road trip, I was either in comfort or eco, and occasionally I'd put it into sport, which we can do right now. You can change between the drive modes by pressing this button here. Now we are in sport. Gave us a little bit of a downshift in the transmission automatically. These bolsters will tighten up. Configuration on the dash turns to red, so you're in a little bit more sporty and racier mode. Let's go ahead and get on the throttle here. It gets up and moves, considering the size of this vehicle and the weight. It's a big, big, luxurious car. It's like driving a yacht on the road, but it's over 17 feet long and about 4,660 pounds or so. So it's, you know, a very planted and large car, but the fact that it can move like that is pretty incredible. Let me go ahead and test out the paddle shifts here. We're in 3, 2. Very, very smooth. And I didn't really drive the car like that much at all. I pretty much just drove it just around town in, you know, eco mode, which, by the way, when you switch from sport to eco, these bolsters will release out, and it's just kind of like a breath of fresh air as you relax and drive and just are in pure comfort. This is just such a comfortable car. I mean, I really can't say enough about it. The sunshade is closed right now, and I've got several inches of headroom. If we were to open that up, we grab, you know, a couple more inches. Legroom is absolutely incredible. I mean, I've never been this comfortable and spacious in a car, and then to have people behind me that could be equally as comfortable and spacious. Whoever's sitting behind me, if they were my height, they'd still be equally as comfortable as myself. As far as the feel of the car goes, feels great. Steering wheel feels good. It's a little bit hard. Doesn't have a ton of padding, which is fine. It is leather wrapped, which is nice. The heated steering wheel function works really well. I utilize that quite a bit, just to kind of keep me relaxed and alert on my drive. Heated seat was incredible as well. One thing I really love on this car are the headrests. Actually, they're massive headrests, so you can really just lay your head back and just feel like you're fully supported from all angles. And you get a lot of maneuverability with these seats. I believe it's 21 or 22 adjustments in the seats, so you can just pretty much get it exactly how you want it to be. Let's talk about real fast here overall road noise and cabin noise. A little bit of feedback from the tires. We're on 19-inch alloy wheels, but other than that, I mean, it's just so smooth. I really have enjoyed my time in this vehicle, and it's kind of gotten me wanting a luxury sedan now. You know, I've really been hot on generally driving, you know, sport cars or fast cars or anything like that, and now I'm kind of like, I think I want a nice 4-door sedan, something quiet, something dependable, reliable, practical, and just overall enjoyable, because that's just what this was. I just didn't think twice about driving. I was just as smooth as could be. I was up in Gatlinburg driving through the mountains, and it handled really well. There were a lot of steep inclines and cornering and whatnot, and it handled perfectly through that. It rained quite a bit, handled perfectly through the rain. Perhaps the all-wheel drive would be good if you're in, you know, a snowier state or something that had a little bit worse conditions, but this rear-wheel drive handled just fine through that. And again, it's a fun car as far as just driving normally. And if you could put it in sport and use the paddle shifters if you want a little bit of speed, but you do have that flexibility. So I really enjoyed my time with this vehicle. If you end up going out and getting one of these or test driving one of these, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'm curious to see what you end up with and what your thoughts are with it, but I'm sure you will absolutely enjoy it just like I have. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.